morning, crew. Nikki. It is Saturday morning, the 29th of September. September's already gone. It's crazy. And I'm gonna go out and check on the door at work again because apparently it didn't unlock yesterday, and so there was an issue there. I just want to make sure that there's one door that we've been never mind. It's our fail-safe door access control system. No, I'm pretty sure it's okay now, but I just wanted to check to make sure. And I figured since I'm going out, I'm going to work out as well. Yeah, I wanted to catch up with you guys. You guys both made videos since I made my last video, and I appreciate that. As I said before, it was nice to see him. And Karu, your video of the water skiing with 3 men in Speedos and toques was awesome. I just had me laughing the whole time. It was cool. And your loss of your glasses also had me laughing. And Nikki, I'll tell the story of what happened with the glasses incident last time. And so we were up, and this is when we were living in Pullman. This must have been in 1995. That can't still be the same pair of glasses, but I guess it could be. Maybe it was 95 or 96. It was 95, and we went up to Camp Grizzly with Brad and Linda, and we were gonna have a picnic up there, and the Hallett clan and the Howd clan and the Cooks were all going up and gonna have a picnic. And the Hallett clan had all dressed in similar blue and white striped t-shirts to have a portrait or a picture done. And so Karu and I were playing aerobie on this patch of grass next to the lake up there at Camp Grizzly, and so I've never been a very good aerobie thrower, and so I made an errant throw, and I threw a little high, and Karu had his back to the water, and he saw the aerobie was going over his head, and he knew it was going to go in the lake, and he knew it didn't float. And he didn't want to lose the aerobie because Lord knows aerobies cost $10, and so he sprinted, as Karu is wont to do, turned and sprinted towards the water, and there's a dock, and he ripped off his shirt because he didn't want to get his shirt wet, throws his shirt over his shoulders, sprinting across the dock, dives out into the water and saves the aerobie, and loses his glasses, which I don't know how much that cost him, but and then Beth was really upset because his shirt had gotten muddy when he threw it off over his shoulder, so he couldn't wear his shirt in the picture either. So he ruined his shirt for the picture. He lost his glasses, but he saved the aerobie, which is the important thing. So yeah, that's that story. So it's funny that he lost his glasses water skiing. And was it Glenn who took you out, Karu? I'm just curious because it looked to me like Glenn took you out in the middle there, and that was why you went down. I think it would be good if you could blame somebody else for that, rather than having to shoulder that blame all yourself. So yeah, I'm not sure what else. I actually have played a lot of music this week. Jared and I, on Tuesday evening, there was was a Get Out the Vote, a voter registration campaign down at the Prodigal Son, which is a brew pub down here in Pendleton. And Jared had emailed me and said, hey, you know, I volunteered to play down there. You want to come down? That'd be awesome. And so we ended up playing down there for 2 hours from 3 hours, from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And it was pretty cool. We Amy came down too, and so we just and it was a great, you know, the previous week when I played at the restaurant, you know, it just wasn't, it didn't feel good, and I felt like I didn't do a good job. And this one, you know, it was a much better setting. It was more intimate. It was, you know, we just sat there in the corner on our chairs, and actually it was a smaller room, and people came and went. There were probably, I don't know, there weren't that many people there, but there were enough that it was fun. And people sang along, and actually it was funny because at one point I took a break and I turned off my mic when I went, because Jared and Amy did some songs while I was going to the bathroom, and I came back and I forgot to turn on my mic, and you know, my voice is pretty loud, so I sang and nobody noticed that I turned off the mic. I didn't even notice. You know, another 45 minutes later, and Jared went to sing a song and took the mic, and he was like, this mic's not on. And I was like, oh. So it was pretty cool. So yeah, and then the other good thing was there were these guys who showed up, and they were like putting their heads in the room we were in and back out, and obviously they were enjoying the music. So they, like, a song would come, we'd do a song that they knew, and they would poke their heads in there, and then they'd kind of leave, and then they came back. And after a couple times doing that, they popped in, and I was looking at them, and I was like, those guys, you know, they don't look American, you know, and it's strange how you kind of know that, because I couldn't tell you exactly what it was, and it was, you know, the way they talked to other people, and you know, and it wasn't particularly their clothes, but you know, the way they wore their clothes, their mannerisms were just a little different, and so I thought, I bet they're Australian. And so when I took a break, I went over and talked to them, and they didn't speak hardly any English. They were Spanish from the Basque region of Spain. So anyway, yeah, it was kind of cool that they did that. They were there, and they really enjoyed it. And then we sang a couple of Spanish songs. Jared knew a song in Spanish. I knew La Bamba. We did La Bamba. Jared's like, the only other song I know is La Bamba, and I was like, I know La Bamba. And so we sang La Bamba, and they sang along, and they thought it was awesome. And they bought Jared beer, and you know, they were going to buy Amy and I beers, but we don't drink. So it was pretty cool. It was fun having them hang out there, and I really enjoyed that. So anyway, I'm here. The door is locked, which is a good thing. And I am going to go work out. By the way, I have some footage at home that I took driving out the other morning when the sun was rising. And I also have some little footage of Gareth playing soccer, which I'll probably put over this so that you don't just look at my face the whole time. So I will chat with you gentle people later. I hope you have a good time. Bye-bye.